Well, let's do it. I hereby call this meeting to order. Do we have an approval for today's agenda?
So moved. Seconded.
All those in favor, aye?
Aye.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes from last time.
I make the motion to approve them.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. All right, new business.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So today I'm actually requesting your approval for the minimum qualifications for the first three items on the agenda under new business. Our first position is our construction inspector. This is an AFSCME position in our Capital Design and Environment Division of Public Works. They're actually responsible for inspecting construction of sidewalks, driveways, and capital improvement projects to ensure that the work is in compliance with city code. The changes to the minimum qualifications are as follows. So currently it states that they must be able to obtain certain certifications. We'll review those here in a minute. We would like to go ahead and remove be able to and change it to must obtain. The other items that we're updating is we're taking the acronyms and spelling them out. So PCC is actually Portland Cement Concrete, HMA is Hot Mix Asphalt, and AGG is aggregate. The other thing we'd like to do is go ahead and add that they must pass a physical examination and background check as prescribed by the City of Davenport. And the other addition would be must possess a valid driver's license and maintain that throughout the duration of employment. Questions?
All of these have been in before, particularly the driver's license.
So as vacancies come up and before that position is posted, we are reviewing everything on the minimum qualifications and making sure everything is consistent and just kind of updating the minimum qualifications as they come up.
And if you don't mind, just to piggyback on that, so this is a promotional typically, and so that's part of it as well as we don't always have these things if they are as a promotional, but if we had someone from a different department, I would still need to do a physical because I didn't have a physical for my job, but if I was going to apply for this position, I would have to pass a physical.
No, I mean, I don't disagree with what you're putting in. It was surprising it wasn't in.
Sure. Okay, so the next position is going to be a senior maintenance specialist. This is, oh, I apologize, I went out of order. Okay, it's pre-treatment inspector. So this is an AFSCME position at the Water Pollution Control Plant. They are responsible for collecting samples from industrial users and testing for environmental and sanitary violation codes. For the qualification changes, we have must pass a background check as prescribed by the city. That will be added. We would also like to remove under must possess and maintain throughout duration of employment a valid Iowa driver's license. The reason we'd like to go ahead and remove Iowa is the candidates do have 2 years to move to the state of Iowa after employment. So we don't want to deter anybody from applying if they don't have that Iowa driver's license. And then we do have some language cleanup as well. Okay. Any questions?
Actually,
Yeah.
we could go back to A. I don't think we did a motion to approve those, and then we would need to do a motion to approve B as well.
Separately.
Yes.
I move, we approve the construction inspector.
Oh, you want to do each one? Okay, I couldn't hear. Okay.
I second it. Or,
Go ahead.
I second it.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Approved.
Okay.
Did we finish the second one?
Yes, for the pre.
Vote on that?
Yes, The last one on my list is actually our senior maintenance specialist. This is a Teamsters position in the Facilities and Maintenance Division of Public Works. They're responsible for minor construction projects, repair and maintenance to city facilities. Again, this would be another promotional opportunity. So what we'd like to go ahead and do under the minimum qualifications is remove Iowa for Iowa driver's license. And then we'd also like to add must pass a physical examination and background check as prescribed by the city.
I move to approve.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And then Scott.
My turn. Thank you, Gina.
You're welcome.
Good morning. So a reasonable and slight change to the education requirements under police captain. We actually made it more inclusive. So the change was, or the previous version was a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, police science, or public administration, or related field. And we've added, or a minimum of 45 credit hours towards a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, police science, or public administration, or related field, with some coursework occurring within 12 months prior to the application deadline. We think that is a reasonable addition to that qualification, and I would seek your approval for that.
So are they required at some point to get a bachelor's degree, or they will not need one?
They won't necessarily need to complete it, but I think it's the hit based on my experience and the history of the police department. Once people start doing it, they do end up obtaining their degree.
But they don't have.
They don't have to, yes.
Okay.
But there are educational incentives, financial incentives, though, to obtain that degree. Yes, Ms. Zamora?
Is this a decrease in qualifications needed?
No, it's actually opening the pool up even larger for us.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. We need to make a motion?
You do, yes.
I make the motion, we approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Excellent, thank you. And as Ally alluded to earlier on the agenda, just keeping you guys informed, but we are doing lieutenant and captain promotional processes as well over across the street, but they fall under Rule 2.2, so don't need approval, but just keeping you informed that we're very busy across the street. So, thank you.
Okay, and then, before we adjourn, we do have a civil service appeal hearing meeting that we need to schedule. And as of right now, I do know that there is an intention that this, person would like to waive their rights, to go outside of the 20-day window. If that person, he's here today, if you would like to give me notice in writing today, we can go ahead that you'd like to waive the 20-day period. We can go ahead and schedule that outside of it. If that's your intent after the meeting to give me notice in writing?
Yes.
It's perfect, okay. So we can go ahead, and I do have his attorney's availability to schedule that meeting. And since it is outside of the 20-day period, it's actually gonna fall after our next civil service meeting. But if we could schedule that today, before we adjourn, that would be great. So the first available date is gonna be January 18th. And it's actually 18th, 19th, 21st. If any of those work for you guys.
So we have to choose a date?
Yeah.
I didn't get all of what you were saying.
I couldn't either.
It's
You guys
kind
hear
of
me
hard
on
to
this
hear.
one?
Evidently sound systems like defunct today.
Okay, well, the good news is I have no problem yelling. So we'll just yell. Okay, so we have a hearing, a civil service appeal hearing that we need to schedule. And the first available day for that former employee and his attorney is gonna be January 18th.
Okay.
So if you guys could, and it's likely gonna take all day. So the 18th, 19th, or 21st, if we could schedule that before we adjourn today, that would be great.
But just one day.
Just one day for now. And if neither of those work, there are some further out, but we'd all like to do it sooner
I
rather
can do the 18th or the 20th.
I can do any of those days.
Okay, 18th?
I can do any.
Okay, 18th.
Okay.
Does that work okay for you?
18th?
Let's make sure that that is not a holiday.
No, that's on Tuesday.
Okay, good, thank you.
Will we get information ahead of time that we can review?
I believe that is the case, right?
The pre-hearing methods.
Yep. And we will have a meeting before then as well. We'll have a meeting on, January 12th.
12? Yeah, that's Wednesday, okay.
So Andrea will take care of sending that out on your guys' schedules. January 18th. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know if we need a motion approving that, but let's do that.
Okay.
So
Okay, so moved.
I'll entertain a motion to approve our hearing on the January 18th, starting at what time?
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Possibly all day. Second?
Second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, is that it, everything?
That's everything.
All right, motion for adjournment?
And we don't have certification list? None?
None?
We need
None.
more applicants.
No coffee, anything.
We
Yeah.
do.
Okay,
Go nuts. I make the motion, we adjourn.
I second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
I just feel like
We're efficient. Yeah.
That's right, you guys are efficient.
Thank you, guys. Everyone